There are a lot of things to learn if you're a first-time bike buyer, but we're here to help.
Yeah, budget bikes, budget models.
Steve Wentz, Brad Howell, and I rallied these budget-friendly bikes near Boise, Idaho, putting them into situations we thought were fair for anyone serious about riding a mountain bike. Our test reveals bike performance highlights, pros and cons of each bike, what kind of rider and terrain the bike is suited for, and what we might upgrade if we had an extra $200 to spend. We have an entry-level bike. Can they survive? Is the equipment up to snuff for some real mountain bike riding? Let's discuss the most surprising bike in our test, the Giant Stance 29-1. We almost didn't even include the Giant because the head angle is a steep 67.5 degrees. The $1,800 price tag and diversity of the brand made us willing to take a chance. The RockShox Recon and Monarch shock, along with the SX Eagle drivetrain, are par for the course at this price point. Shimano MT201 brakes adorn the Stance, as well as the Marin in our test, and a giant contact dropper post brings the bike into the modern world. The Maxxis Forekaster tires with EXO casing have proven themselves already in the Boise area and complemented our testing grounds with fast rolling speeds and predictable cornering, to a point. Setup was rather simple due to the limited suspension adjustment. On the flip side, that simple process means dialing in a bike for maximum performance can be, well, limiting, as we showed with shock rebound adjustment ranges. Bedding in the Giant's brakes took some effort, and despite not being as weak as the Tektros in our test, they still felt underpowered. On the trail, the Stance feels like the definition of a mountain bike. The Stance was surprisingly well balanced, easy to pump, jump, and maneuver. The RockShox Recon on the Giant performed better than the Recon on our GT for no obvious reason. Pedaling the Stance was a pleasure, nice and neutral. The Stance being the lightest bike in our test at 31 pounds 2 ounces without pedals definitely helped it feel speedy. The Giant was so much fun and so easy to ride that we wanted a beefier front tire to squeak more out of the corners. Larger rocks and bigger hits did have the Stance feeling taxed. Pushed hard enough, it worked our nerves in those rougher rock gardens. Because the Stance can carry so much speed, stronger brakes are required. Big mountain riders probably won't even have this bike on their radar, but the aspiring NICA athlete would have a ball racing and ripping this trail-rated 29er. In the end, to our surprise, the Stance was the one bike in the test that had us all saying, yeah, I'd own that bike, and I'd love it.
Pretty fun bike.
Despite the not-for-everyone press-fit bottom bracket or the outdated non-boost rear axle, we had a blast on the Stance and recommend it for any all-around trail rider based on its value and performance. Buying the Giant, you get the security and peace of mind of working with a local dealer if you need help with any bike setup or maintenance. Our $200 upgrade would mean larger rotors to keep this rocket in check, as well as investigating a more stout front tire.